All right, so now let's run through an example project from start to finish using an EagleView measurement report to build out your estimate and then complete the entire project. So let's hit plus job. You can either add a new customer or create or use a current customer. We'll say job name test EagleView project. All right. And then if you wanted to, you can upload a cover photo. So let's just see what we got here. This is usually where you'd upload like a picture of the house or the roof, whatever you want. But we'll just say, let's add this image right here so we can kind of move on. All right. So now this is going to be your dashboard. Any of the information here, you can show your financial summaries. This is where you set up your custom fields for your job. So if you in your settings, custom fields, and you put certain information you wanted to see, or just the standard information that they already have in JobTread, that's this right here. We want to add a job access. So let's say customer plus add. So if I went here and preview as a user, this is what they're going to be seeing in their portal to kind of get an idea of that. Here's your integrations for your company cam, EagleView, hover, render, everything like that. All right, so now if we go into our budget, we'll go group. Now this is where we're going to take the template we built out for this type of project. Now you can kind of see we have all our line items, labor, material, etc. We'll say select all. Let's say we want to set our margin to 30%. Hit apply. All right, now we're going to have that. We'll hit save. Now I can go back to my dashboard, manage EagleView report, add job, measurements. Now here's our parameters, so make sure that you have your parameters set up. You can go to that by doing your settings or your catalog and then go into your parameters. So make sure you have that set up. Import the measurements. All right, so that's all good now. So now if we go to our budget, see here, we can hit save, boom, boom. All right, so now we have all the costs and quantities. Basically the way that that works is if we go into one of our line items here, you can see we have a formula set up and then we have our parameters. And so once that variable or parameter is filled with a measurement, now we're going to have a quantity formula that's going to calculate how much we need of each one of those line items. All right. So now what we can do is, let's say we want to send a proposal. All right. Document, go to customer order, pick the template for that type of job that you want to use, and then hit create. All right. So now you can see here we have our proposal. Let's say that we want to kind of customize the way we're seeing things here. So I'm going to close this real quick. Let's see. I don't want to see this. I don't want this or this. All right, let's save. Boom. Let's say I don't want that. Close this up. Really just the way you want it to be visually appear to the customer. Like this. Boom, boom. All right. I like the look of that. You can see here we have the financing option integrated. You can select that. I go show financing for the design stuff. You can see here is where you put the cover photo, all the information. You can upload the PDFs to the header and the footer. Let's save. All right. So now if we go to PDF, you can kind of see what the actual estimate's going to look like to the customer. All right. Now you can see here's the estimate. Boom, boom. All right. So now let's do this. We'll say that this is pending. And now what we'll say is the customer decided to go with this one right here, the best package. Hit save and approve. All right, cool. So now this is approved. Then with the best package here. All right, so now if we go to our selections, you can see that they picked the best option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say shingle colors And then I'm going to add a group from our catalog. And I'm going to go into shingle colors in the Grand Sequoia to match the one that they selected. And then hit create. Let's see, please add. All right, add this. Got to make sure that this is allow selections. I'm be required 1, 1, then hit save. All right, so now it's color. We'll say it's pending. All right, we'll say that they went with the charcoal and save and approve. Boom, boom. So now we have, they went with the best system, which is the Grand Sequoia shingles. And then from there, they picked the charcoal. Awesome, that's fantastic. So now let's send them the first progress invoice or the deposit invoice. All right, click create. Now same thing here, right? You kind of want to simplify these invoices as much as possible. All right. And then if you wanted to, you can go into here, say collapse it. Get rid of as much stuff as you want there. Hit save. All right. Cool. And now let's say that what percent is this? Let's say we wanted to do 20% down. All right. So now we have an invoice where we're 20% down. We will say that this is pending. All right, let's say that they are paid up. All right, now remember, you can set up things like Stripe and different integrations for your payments here. But we'll just say that we recorded a payment today. And now that this payment is good. Look at that. Unbelievable. All right, now what we'll do is we'll go into the document. Now let's say that we want to, let's say we want to send a bid request for this. And let's say we need it for the labor. All right. So we'll say create. All right. And then for this, what I can do here is I can just say select, and I'll say pull cost item details from budget. This is going to take my price that we had in for this subcontractor. All right. So now this is our request here. We'll say that it's pending. All right. Now let's say this was approved. And we're good. All right, perfect. So now that is good. We have the bid request and it was approved.